Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the Texas Senate race and how Democrats are hoping to use Allred to get Texas to go all blue, or at least pressure Republicans in the state. There have long been dreams on the Democratic side of the aisle of putting Texas in play politically. As we've discussed in other videos, Texas isn't in play in the presidential race in a traditional sense, but it's no longer a location that Republicans can leave completely undefended. Republicans need to spend money to defend the state, and they've gotten a little nervous about it. It looks like Senate Democrats would like to heighten this anxiety and maybe oust Ted Cruz along the way. The Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee is reportedly dumping millions into ads for the Senate race between Allred and Cruz. Currently, polling gives Cruz a lead, but it's way tighter than it should be under the conventional wisdom of Texas politics. So, it looks like the committee sees a chance to force a lot of Republican money to be spent, and maybe even add a Senate seat if things go well and the campaign increases Democratic voter turnout. The chair of the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee said, quote, "Senate Democrats are expanding the map and going on offense. All cycle long, the DSCC has been preparing to take advantage of since Cruz and Scott's damaged standings in their states. And now our efforts in Texas and Florida are accelerating." In addition to trying to make Republicans spend more money defending Cruz, the move from the committee might be read by other Democratic groups as a sign to jump in and support Allred as well. The money being put into ads in the Texas race is already starting to draw reaction from Republicans. The Cruz campaign sought to paint Allred as a radical leftist and added, quote, "The national Democrats coming in from their ivory towers in New York, D.C., and California tells Texans all they need to know." Statements like this will play well for those who follow politics closely. But those who follow politics closely have certainly already made their decision between Cruz and Allred. If Cruz wants to get that message out to undecided and unlikely voters, he'll have to run ads to reach them. That brings us to the Republican side of the aisle. The Senate Leadership Fund, which helps Republicans and is heavily tied to Republican Senate Leader Mitch McConnell, doesn't appear to be helping Cruz. Remember, Cruz has been a pretty big critic of McConnell. There's also the National Republican Senatorial Committee, which is run by a longtime McConnell ally. Well, that committee has devoted its attention to going after Democrats seen as vulnerable, not helping incumbent Republicans. Allred seems to be enjoying the additional pressure being added to Cruz and said on social media, quote, "Ted Cruz was already the most vulnerable Republican senator, and now we're really going to make him sweat." He then said something about making Cruz a full-time podcaster instead of a senator. On the national level, with control of the Senate at stake, which in essence determines the future of women's rights in this country, the move against Cruz is a welcome development for many who believe the Democratic Party has been too timid with its strategies to ensure the majority remains in Democratic hands. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.